Welcome back, coin. Today we're exploring some amazing Jefferson nickel coins from the United States of America featuring the famous Monticello design, E Pluribus Unum, Liberty, and In God We Trust. These historic 5-cent coins may look ordinary, but some rare dates, mint marks, and high-grade examples can be worth surprising amounts of money. Stay with us till the end because you might discover that an old nickel in your collection could actually be a hidden treasure. The 1962 Jefferson nickel is one of the most recognizable coins in American history and remains an important part of a nation's numismatic heritage. Officially known as a Jefferson 5-cent coin, this nickel carries the inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, Monticello, 5 cents, Liberty, and In God We Trust. The coin was produced by the United States Mint during a period when America was experiencing economic growth, technological advancement, and global political tension during the Cold War era. Although the 1962 nickel may appear common at first glance, collectors around the world continue to study and preserve these coins because of their historical value, mint varieties, condition rarity, and connection to President Thomas Jefferson. The design of the coin reflects American pride, democracy, and the architectural beauty of Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia state. Many coin enthusiasts search through old collections and pocket chains, hoping to discover a rare high-grade specimen or an unusual mint error that could be worth far more than its face value. The obverse side of the 1962 Jefferson nickel features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and one of the founding fathers of the nation. The portrait was designed by Felix Schlag, a German-born sculptor who won a design competition organized by the United States Mint in 1938. Jefferson's image appears dignified and calm, symbolizing wisdom, leadership, and intellectual achievement. To the left of the portrait appears the word liberty, followed by the year 1962. Near the portrait is a national motto, In God We Trust, a phrase deeply connected to American identity and patriotism. The lettering on many well-preserved 1962 nickels is sharp and detailed, especially on uncirculated examples that were never used in everyday commerce. Collectors pay close attention to the quality of Jefferson's hair details, cheekbone, jawline, and the overall strike of the coin because these characteristics help determine the grade and value of the piece. The reverse side of the 1962 Jefferson nickel displays a famous building known as Monticello, the historic plantation home designed and owned by Thomas Jefferson in Charlottesville, Virginia. The image of Monticello became one of the most iconic architectural depictions ever used on American coinage. Above the building appears a Latin phrase, E Pluribus Unum, which translates to out of many, one. This motto reflects the unity of the American states into one nation. Below Monticello appears the denomination 5 cents, followed by United States of America. The design is symmetrical, elegant, and easy to recognize. Collectors carefully inspect the steps leading to the entrance of Monticello because fully visible steps can significantly increase a coin's value. Coins with strong detail in this area are known as full steps nickels and are considered highly desirable among advanced collectors. Even minor differences in strike quality can make a substantial difference in market price. The 1962 Jefferson nickel was struck at the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Coins produced in Philadelphia carry no mint mark, while those struck in Denver feature a small D mint mark on the reverse side near Monticello. During the early 1960s, the United States Mint produced hundreds of millions of nickels to meet the demands of commerce across the growing American economy. Because such large numbers were minted, circulated examples of the 1962 nickel are still relatively common today. However, high-grade specimens with exceptional luster, sharp strikes, and minimal contact marks are much harder to find. Coins graded mint state 65 or higher by professional grading services can command impressive prices, especially if they feature full steps details. The rarity of perfectly preserved examples reminds collectors that even common coins can become valuable treasures when found in extraordinary condition. The composition of the 1962 Jefferson nickel consists of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a durable alloy that has been used for most Jefferson nickels throughout their history. The coin weighs 5 grams and has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. Unlike silver coins of the same era, the 1962 nickel does not contain precious metal content, but this has not diminished its popularity among collectors. In fact, Many hobbyists enjoy collecting Jefferson nickels because they are affordable, historically important, and accessible to beginners. The coin's metallic composition gives a distinctive gray appearance with a slightly warm tone from the copper content. Over decades of circulation, many nickels develop natural toning in surface where they add character to the coin. Some collectors appreciate beautifully toned specimens that display shades of gold, blue, green, or violet due to long-term chemical reactions with the environment. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting 1962 Jefferson nickels involves searching for mint errors and rare varieties. Errors can occur during the minting process when something goes wrong with the dies, planches, or striking machinery. Examples include double dies, off-center strikes, clip planches, die cracks, repunched mint marks, and coins struck on the wrong metal blanks. Some error nickels are extremely rare and can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on their uniqueness and condition. Collectors often use magnifying glasses or microscopes to inspect old nickels carefully for unusual characteristics. Even a small doubling effect in the lettering or date can dramatically increase a coin's desirability. The thrill of discovering a rare error coin hidden among ordinary nickels is one of the reasons coin collecting remains such a popular hobby around the world. The 1961 D. Jefferson nickel is a fascinating piece of American coinage history that continues to attract collectors and historians around the world. Bearing the inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, Monticello, 5 cents, Liberty, and In God We Trust, this coin represents an important era in the development of modern United States currency. Produced at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark on the reverse side of the coin, the 1961 D. Jefferson nickel was struck during a period of economic expansion, technological progress, and rising national confidence in the United States. Although millions of these nickels were minted and circulated widely across the country, collectors today recognize that certain high-grade examples and rare varieties can hold significant numismatic value. The coin combines artistic beauty, historical meaning, and collectible interest, making it one of the most admired 5-cent coins in American history. The obverse side of the 1961 D. Jefferson nickel features a portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers of the United States and the nation's third president. Jefferson was not only a political leader but also a philosopher, architect, diplomat, and principal author of the Declaration of Independence. His image on the nickel symbolizes democracy, knowledge, and the intellectual spirit of early America. The portrait was designed by Felix Schlag, whose artistic interpretation of Jefferson became one of the most enduring designs ever used on American coinage. On the left side of the portrait appears the word Liberty, followed by the date 1961, while the national motto In God We Trust is inscribed near Jefferson's profile. The details of Jefferson's face, hair, and clothing are important factors when evaluating the quality and condition of the coin. Collectors especially value sharply struck specimens where the design elements remain crisp and fully visible. The reverse side of the coin displays the famous building known as Monticello, Jefferson's historic home in Virginia. The structure is one of the most recognizable architectural symbols in American coin design. Above Monticello appears a Latin phrase, E Pluribus Unum, meaning out of many, one, representing the unity of the states into a single nation. Beneath the building are the words 5 cents and United States of America. The Denver mint mark D appears on the reverse side near Monticello, identifying the coin's place of production. Many collectors examine the steps of Monticello carefully because nickels with clearly defined and uninterrupted steps are known as full steps coins. These coins are considered rare and highly desirable because they indicate a very strong strike from fresh dies. Full steps examples of the 1961 D. Jefferson nickel can command substantial premiums in the collector market, especially in high mint state grades. The 1961 D. Jefferson nickel was struck at the Denver Mint in enormous quantities to satisfy the needs of the American economy. During the early 1960s, cash transactions dominated daily commerce, and nickels were used constantly in stores, restaurants, transportation systems, and vending machines across the nation. Because of heavy circulation, many surviving examples today show signs of wear such as flattened details, scratches, and discoloration. However, coins that were carefully preserved in rolls, bank bags, or private collections often retain their original mint luster and sharp details. These uncirculated specimens are especially sought after by collectors who appreciate the beauty of freshly minted coins. Professional grading services evaluate such coins based on factors including strike quality, luster, surface preservation, and overall eye appeal. The composition of the 1961 D Jefferson nickel consists of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving the coin durability and resistance to wear. The coin weighs 5 grams and measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter. Unlike silver coins of the same era, Jefferson nickels did not contain precious metals, yet they remain extremely popular among collectors because of their affordability and historical significance. The metallic blend produces a distinctive silver-gray appearance with subtle warmth caused by the copper content. Over decades, many coins develop natural toning that can appear in shades of gold, blue, green, or violet. Beautifully toned nickels are often prized by collectors because they possess unique visual character and aesthetic appeal. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting 1961 D Jefferson nickels involves searching for rare mint errors and unusual die varieties. Errors occur when mistakes happen during the minting process, creating coins that differ from standard issues. Examples include doubled dies, die cracks, clip planches, off-center strikes, lamination errors, and repunched mint marks. Some errors are extremely rare and can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on their condition and rarity. Collectors frequently inspect old nickels under magnification in hopes of discovering hidden treasures. Even small imperfections or unusual features can dramatically increase a coin's value. The thrill of finding a valuable error coin among ordinary circulation pieces continues to inspire coin enthusiasts around the world. The historical period surrounding the production of the 1961 D Jefferson nickel adds additional significance to the coin. In 1961, the United States was deeply involved in the Cold War with the Soviet Union. President John F. Kennedy had recently taken office, bringing new energy and optimism to the nation. Major historical events such as the beginning of the space race, international political tensions, and rapid scientific innovation shaped the atmosphere of the era. Coins minted during this period serve as miniature historical artifacts that connect collectors to the daily lives of Americans during a transformative time in world history. Every nickel from 1961 may have traveled through countless cities, businesses, and households, silently witnessing important moments in American society. The 2002 D Jefferson nickel is an important and fascinating coin in modern American numismatic history. This 5-cent coin carries the classic inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, Monticello, 5 cents, Liberty, and In God We Trust, all of which have become iconic features of the Jefferson nickel series. Minted at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark on the reverse side of the coin, the 2002 D Jefferson nickel represents a continuation of one of the longest-running coin designs in United States history. Although it is considered a modern circulation coin, collectors around the world continue to appreciate it for its historical significance, artistic design, collectible varieties, and connection to America's monetary system in the early 21st century. The coin serves not only as currency but also as a small historical artifact reflecting American culture, economics, and craftsmanship during the modern era. The obverse side of the 2002 D Jefferson nickel features a famous portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, one of the most influential figures in American history. Jefferson was the third president of the United States, the principal author of the Declaration of Independence, and a strong advocate for liberty, democracy, education, and religious freedom. His portrait on the nickel symbolizes a nation's respect for its founding fathers and the ideals upon which the United States was built. The design used on the 2002 nickel was originally created by Felix Schlag in 1938 after winning a nationwide design competition organized by the United States Mint. Jefferson's left-facing portrait appears calm and dignified, representing wisdom and leadership. To the left of his portrait is the word liberty, followed by the date 2002. Near the portrait appears the national motto, In God We Trust, which has been included on American coinage for many decades. Collectors closely examine the details of Jefferson's hair, face, and profile to determine the quality and sharpness of the strike. The reverse side of the 2002 D Jefferson nickel displays the image of Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia estate. Monticello is one of the most recognizable architectural structures ever featured on American coins and symbolizes Jefferson's achievements as both a statesman and architect. Above the building appears a Latin phrase, E Pluribus Unum, meaning out of many, 1, which reflects the unity of the American states into a single nation. Below Monticello are the inscriptions 5 cents and United States of America. The Denver Mint mark D appears near the building, identifying the coin's place of production. The reverse design remained largely unchanged for decades before the redesigns introduced in 2004 and 2005 as part of the Westward Journey nickel series. As a result, the 2002 D Jefferson nickel represents one of the final years of the classic Monticello reverse design before major changes were introduced. The 2002 D Jefferson nickel was produced during a period of significant technological and economic development in the United States. In the early 2000s, America was experiencing rapid growth in digital communication, internet usage, and global trade. Coins such as the 2002 D nickel circulated widely in everyday commerce, passing through stores, vending machines, restaurants, and banks across the country. Even though electronic payment systems were becoming more common, physical coins still played a major role in daily financial transactions. Millions of Jefferson nickels were struck by the Denver Mint to meet the demands of commerce, making circulated examples relatively common today. However, high-grade uncirculated specimens with strong strikes and minimal imperfections remain highly collectible among numismatists. The composition of the 2002 D Jefferson nickel consists of 75% copper and 25% nickel, the same metallic blend used for most Jefferson nickels since the series began in 1938. The coin weighs exactly 5 grams and measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter. This durable alloy allows the coin to withstand years of circulation without severe damage. Although the coin contains no silver or precious metal content, collectors continue to appreciate it because of its historical significance and role within the Jefferson nickel series. Many collectors enjoy assembling complete sets of Jefferson nickel from different years and mint marks, making the 2002 D issue an important addition to modern collections. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting modern nickels, such as the 2002 D Jefferson nickel, is the possibility of discovering rare mint errors and varieties. Mint errors occur when mistakes happen during the production process at the United States Mint. Examples include double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planches, rotated dies, and coins struck on incorrect planches. Some error coins are extremely rare and can sell for impressive amounts of money in auctions or private sales. Collectors often inspect their coins carefully under magnification in search of unusual features that distinguish them from normal examples. Even modern nickels can become valuable if they display unique minting abnormalities or if they are preserved in exceptionally high grades. The condition of a 2002 D Jefferson nickel plays a major role in determining its value and desirability. Most coins found in circulation today show signs of wear such as scratches, dull surfaces, and weakened design details. However, coins that have been carefully preserved in mint sets, coin rolls, or private collections may still display original mint luster and sharp details. Professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC evaluate coins according to strict grading standards. High-grade examples receiving grades such as MS66, MS67, or higher are especially prized by collectors. Coins with fully detailed steps on Monticello, known as full steps nickels, are even more desirable because they indicate a strong and well-executed strike from the minting dies.